Boy, oh boy, what a game, what a game. Colorado edging out Colorado State 43-35 in overtime. Now, before we get into this game, I really quickly want to just say, look, we don't really give a shit about Alabama or LSU or all these games. A lot of people want to watch Colorado. So, with respect to people on the East Coast, how about we don't put those games at 10 o'clock at night, okay? That game finished at 2:30. It's 3 o'clock now. I'm not 21 anymore. I can't survive a day without sleep. Now, we all know the comments Colorado State's head coach made, Jave Norvell, about prime time and potentially taking a shot at his mom. And we knew that this game was potentially going to be lopsided. However, this was a dogfight until the very end. By the way, Colorado State had every chance to put this game away. And a big reason that these guys came back from an 11-point deficit in the final minutes of this game is Shedeur Sanders. And right now we're looking at his final stats: 348 yards to 4 touchdowns and 1 interception. He was going to throw an interception at some point. So some of the key things you should know about this game: Travis Hunter was actually lost at halftime and had to go to the hospital after a dirty hit by a Colorado State player. And there's no updates on him as of yet. Hopefully it is an injury, it's an arm injury, and it's not something medical that was brought on by that hit. Now, I told you this game was a dogfight, and without Travis Hunter, Shedeur really didn't have his down-the-field 50-50 jump ball guy to bring home some big-time yards for him. And if you look at his final stat line, that is a very, very deceiving. If I'm being generous, I think Shedeur midway through the fourth had maybe 125 yards total with 1 passing touchdown and 1 interception. And in the final 2 minutes of this game, after the run game wasn't really working out for them all game and only being able to dink and dunk for most of the game, he finally was able to connect on some big plays to get a touchdown and convert. And then he converted 2 more times in overtime to win this game. Shedeur Sanders is clutch, and he was made for this game, and I think he is definitely a pro-level quarterback. But a special shout out to Michael Harrison. He was the absolute star of the receiving corps. Weaver definitely had himself a good game, but Michael Harrison in overtime, in those final minutes, he was also the person that converted on the 2 points to send it to overtime. He was clutch. Now, Colorado played a hard-nosed game, and they played better than a lot of people were going to give them credit for. However, they were very, very dirty at a lot of points in this game. But that's what you have to do if you don't really have the talent, right? You got to make it a dogfight. However, I'm not going to go as far as to say they didn't deserve to win. They played a pretty good game. However, 16 penalties, I think 8 of those were personal fouls. Colorado State had a player named Kamara who sacked Shedeur like 3 times and was pressuring him all night long. But what did he do? He threw away the game and he hit Shedeur Sanders late. And not only that, it turned out to be a targeting penalty and he was ejected. Horton on the wide receiving side for Colorado State was balling all game long, and he threw a blindside hit to one of the Colorado defenders, which is like, why? Why would you do that? Your quarterback literally ran in for a touchdown. So they shot themselves in the foot time and time again in this game. But that's the game. Colorado's 3-0, but now they face a really tough 2 games. They're going up to Oregon to face them, and then they have a home game against USC. Caleb Williams versus Shedeur Sanders, that's going to be a whole lot of fun. But let me know what you think about Deion's performance, Shiloh's pick 6, Shedeur's performance in the final 2-minute drive in overtime, and of course, Michael Harrison saving these guys big time. Let me know everything in the comments down below.